primary reason that the Spaniards colonized the Philippines to avenge Magellan?
Oh, see, no. It wasn't until, like, a little bit around 40 years later. So you have to understand that this is a time when Spain was one of the most powerful countries in the world. And what's the best way for a powerful country like Spain to flex its muscles to the rest of the world? No, spread your territory. Come on, Ryan. Oh, manifest destiny! Occupying and conquering as much land as you could! But unfortunately for the Filipinos, this happened to them.
See.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are we up to next?
Well, let's flash forward a couple more hundred years. The year is 1896. And this is Fort Santiago, the site where legendary Jose Rizal was imprisoned the day before his execution. You'll need this. Wow.
So, what are you in for?
Rebellion, sedition, illicit association. You know, it works.
That seems pretty harsh. Why'd you do that?
I don't know. I guess I just feel it was my duty to do so. Everyone knows the Spaniards were treating us Filipinos very fairly, but no one's voice seems to have been heard. You know, it's funny how a little education can go a long way. If an average Filipino man spoke out against the Spaniards, no one would even flinch. But since I've had the opportunity to travel around the globe and study all over the world, people tend to listen to me when I say something. So I guess in a way, I'm using this to my advantage to speak out for all those oppressed Filipinos who never got heard.
So you got arrested for speaking out?
Not necessarily. It is true that I've written books about my resentment against Spanish oppression on the Philippines. But believe it or not, I got arrested for things that I didn't even do. The Spanish government has been trying to find any reason to arrest and or kill me for some time now, but it wasn't until the violent rebellion by the Cathy that I really got in trouble for with the government.
Well, why'd you do that?
That's the thing. I didn't. I may have inspired the Cathy to form, but I'm not directly involved with it. The leader of the rebel group claims that he is following my lead, when in fact, I would have never in a million years have thought to rebel through violence.
Well, what's the Katipuna?
It's a large group of Filipino rebels working to free the Philippines from Spanish oppression. And although I do support them in their purpose, I do not support them in the means of achieving their purpose. See, the difference between me and them is that they believe that violence is the best way to protest against the Spanish government. So in August, they attacked the Spanish garrison in San Juan. Which brings me here.
I'm sorry, I'm not following.
The main accusations against me are due to this riot. The Spanish government seems to believe that I'm somehow involved in this violent protest. But in reality, I'm not. That violent act was the perfect opportunity to arrest me.
But you weren't even affiliated with them.
I know.
What are you writing?
It's my newest poem. It's a final goodbye to my native country, the Philippines.
Goodbye?
I'm getting publicly executed today in Manila. Didn't you hear? The jailer should be here any minute now to pick me up. Would you like to hear some of my poem?
Of course.
Well, keep in mind that I'm not finished with it yet, so it's still a work in progress. My idolized country, for whom I most bravely pine, dear Philippines, to my last goodbye. There I leave all, my parents, loves of mine. I'll go where there are no slaves, tyrants, or hangmen, where faith does not kill, and where God alone does reign.
Wow. That's deep.
That's what?
That's very mentally captivating.
Let's go. I guess this is my exit. Nice meeting you. Ryan. Nice meeting you, Ryan.
Jose, thanks for everything. So that's it?
Yeah, that's it. He's being sent off for executioning right now. And this poem right here, that was his last one. He didn't title it at the time, but it's now known as Mi Ultimo Adios, or My Last Farewell. But come on, let's go. We still have one more last afternoon. I mean, haven't you had enough of this whole prison cell already?
Yeah, let's get out of here.